Roger Stone, former Trump advisor and confidant of the president. Sir, you know, this is a tough day for a lot of people.
It most certainly is. First of all, I want to salute your service, Carl, and in all of this news coverage over the horrific and brutal murder of Charlie Kirk, some have forgotten the enormous sacrifice of those who died on 9/11, and particularly those in law enforcement, the firefighters, the other emergency service people who have tried to help their fellow citizens in the aftermath of that horrific attack on America. Great men like Bernie Kerik, great men like
this is his
like
first 9/11 he's missing.
Giuliani. Exactly.
Yeah.
At the same time, I must say, as someone who wrote a New York Times best-selling book on the assassination of President Kennedy, I'm about to release a book on the attempted assassination of President Ronald Reagan. I've studied the 2 assassination attempts on Donald Trump. I must tell you, it's very clear to me that Charlie Kirk was brutally murdered by a skilled sniper in a very sophisticated operation. I do not believe that this was a lone nut gunman. I'm not certain of their motivation, but I think, given the fact that we still don't have a suspect in custody, that this is likely the act of either a state nation, a nation state, or a, God forbid, rogue element of our own government, as we saw with John F. Kennedy, or perhaps a terrorist organization.
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm just not ready to make that determination. But, you know, I mean, the thing is, we don't know right now at this definitively. But, you know, on going back to the evils that we're seeing today, I mean, these types of things were unfathomable 20 years ago. They were unfathomable 10 years ago.
Well, as you correctly point out, those who preach intolerance, those who preach hate, those who preach violence benefit from the very constitutional freedoms that they seek to undermine. There's the irony. They use the freedom of America to preach their gospel of hate and violence.
Right.
There's nothing more repugnant than this idea that is very prevalent on the American left today that says that Charlie Kirk brought this upon himself. No. Charlie Kirk preached freedom. He preached capitalism. He preached belief in God. He preached reasoned debate. He went on campuses to verbally, skillfully debate Marxists. He never preached division and hatred. And this idea that he somehow brought this on himself, this is particularly repugnant to me. And on all days, 9/11.
Yeah, but you yourself, you've seen this type of rhetoric, you know, pushed on you too. I mean, this is something that they can't, the left can't hide from this stuff after saying, punch them in the face, do this, take these people down. And, you know, they're Nazis and bigots and homophobes and all these. They can't do that and then say, oh, our condolences to the people. No, their supporters are the ones who act on that rhetoric.
No, that is exactly right. If there's anybody responsible for this, it is the American left becoming increasingly intolerant. And yes, when they figured out that they could not win a legitimate election, and when they hate the direction that our great president is taking the country, which is like turning around an ocean liner, what is their response? It's violence. It's preaching more and more violence. I was glad to see MSNBC fire this character, Dowd, who was on yesterday, blaming Charlie Kirk's views for the fact that he was brutally murdered. But frankly, it's disingenuous, to say the least. At least I don't get my news from MSNBC for the same reason I don't drink out of the toilet.
Yeah. Well, Roger Stone, we appreciate it, sir, and someone who knows this movement intimately. And thank you for coming on.
Great to be with you, Carl. God bless you.